Hey, greetings and salutations. This is Austin Apostle Nathaniel. Listen, I'm going to talk to you just a few minutes about curses. The reason why a person is cursed. And I'm going to go ahead and just nutshell this. I don't want to make this a long video. I've been dealing with people and training people for a long time. Like the man above, Jamar, I'm supposed to be training him to be a leader. Now, if God calls you to a service, gives you a calling, it doesn't matter if you like or don't like the calling, because God knows what you need and what you desire, truly desire. God has already preordained, He has already preordained you for those services, for those rituals, for those operations, for those whatever. You have already been preordained. That means God called you because you're perfect for the situation, whatever it is. Okay? And when you rebelled against that, that's the same as witchcraft. 1 Samuel 15:21, somewhere in there. That's the same as witchcraft. Jesus Christ can't help you because you have rebelled and you're doing witchcraft. Even if you're not doing the actual ceremonies, you're actually doing witchcraft because you rebelled. Jesus can't help you. The only way He can help you is to help you get back in obedience to the things of God. God can't help you because God is the one who called and ordained. Like the fellow above, Jamar. God called and ordained him to be a leader. All Jamar knows is that he was called. And that I told him, you have to call me. We got to talk about this. I need to go into detail. I need to explain things to you. 3 months later, he still hasn't called. And I've talked to him several times. So you got to do this. You got to do this. Well, he keeps, like he thinks he's playing somebody. But all he's doing is cursing himself. And I've heard, like with him, he's going around telling people, I'm trying to have sex with him. Well, number one, that's not a violation of God's law. In Leviticus 18, Leviticus chapter 18, verse 6, you shall approach none that are near kin to you, kinfolk, and uncover their nakedness. And you shall not lay with mankind as with womankind. God gave a whole list of womankind that are relatives. Well, you shall not lay with mankind, relatives either. Well, Jamar's not a relative. So that's not a violation of God's law. Number one. Number two, he made this up in his mind. I dealt with another fella, Brandon, out of Humboldt, who was called of God. He was willing to walk and learn and grow and stuff. But his friends kept agitating him, they got jealous and got agitated. And so they caused him to rebel. And then when he rebelled, they all walked away because they were being cursed for being around him because of his disobedience. Okay? And that's what's happening or will happen to Jamar. His friends will be cursed, his family will be cursed. And the reason why is because when God calls you, He gives you the anointing spirit. Even though I haven't anointed him with oil yet, he still has that calling. And because he has that calling, the spirit upon him is in rebellion. And the curse from his spirit will curse people around him. Friends, families, the whole 9 yards. Until he gets in obedience to me. The one God called him to be in obedience to. Okay? And that's just the way it is. But because he has created this illusion in his mind, because he doesn't know what's involved. He never asked. Because he's created this illusion, or somebody else planted this thought in his mind, he's trying to have sex with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I'm saying? He's opened his door up to a curse. So everybody around him is going to be cursed. And is being cursed. I mean, it's just a law. That's the way it works. You can read through the Old Testament. God blesses those who obeys Him and curses those who don't. And if He doesn't, that means He's not a loving God or a loving Father. You know, so, I mean, it's just a law. It's the way it works. So, you know, I've dealt with people over the years, training and teaching, and some, you know, they get rebellious. And some yield, and they grow, and they learn, and they become strong people in the Lord. And they lead other people, or they become leaders in other ways. So I know, see, that It's a law of God. When you deal with any spirit or any force, when you deal with the spirit or force, whatever, there's always blessings and there's always curses attached. If you're not being blessed, that's because you are living in a curse. And your family will be cursed and your friends will be cursed. But if you're obedient to your call, then your family will be blessed and your friends will be blessed, because the spirit force around you is blessed. See, and that's why they get cursed. It ain't because God punishes them. He's punishing them through your spirit because you're disobedient. If they got away from you, they would be cursed. Just you by yourself, whoever you are. See, so your calling comes with blessings and curses because it's automatically attached and connected to God. That's just the way it works, okay? And you go throughout the Old Testament, like Abraham, the Abrahamic blessing. In Genesis 12, verses 2 and 3, God says, I will make your name great, and I will bless those who blesses you, and curse those who curses you. See, there's always blessings and curses attached. So people will bless you, they'll be blessed. Those who curses you will be cursed. But those who tries to bless you when you're cursed, they will be cursed because they're rebelling against the things of God as well. They will also be cursed. That's the law of God. And so I just want you to be aware. You know, you can go through the old, get out what they call a concordance of the Bible and look up curses, and you'll see how many times people have been cursed or punished or vexed or hexed because of their disobedience to God. You'll see tons of people throughout the Bible, because God punishes the wicked, the rebellion, the cursed people. But the blessed people, the obedient people, He blesses. So, just for information's sake, whoever you are, in your callings, whatever, you will be blessed as you obey God. But you will be cursed as you disobey God. Like Jamar above, he's cursed. Brennan in Humboldt, cursed. Another lady named Melody, she's cursed. She can't have babies because God closed up her womb. Brennan doesn't have friends no more because they got tired of being cursed. And Jamar, he's going to lose a lot of stuff because he's in rebellion. It's just a law. It's the way it works. So, with God, there's always a law, positive and negative, blessings and curses. It's just a law. It's the way it works. So, just some thoughts, theories, and ideas for you to understand. But try to stay in the blessings of God. If you screw up, ask God for forgiveness and get in obedient. But don't ask God for forgiveness and then keep doing your own thing, because you're going to be cursed. You're still going to be cursed. God's not stupid. And I'm not stupid. So go ahead, play your little game, and watch how you lose. Those are curses. Paul did it to people in the New Testament, and it's perfectly legal because that's how it works in the kingdom of God. That's the way it works. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.